it's kind of weird because there's only 5 shows, and you do, bands do side waves rather in between. Generally, when you're in Europe or you're in America and you do a lot of tours, it's like it could be 30, 40, 50 shows, more. There's 5 main shows, maybe a couple in between. What's that like? Is that a bit easier on the touring than usual? Like how does that feel to do that?
Difficult. We're flying from show to show, and that kind of cuts down on just the number of shows you can do in a row. We're used to doing 6 shows a week. When we're in the States or we tour the UK and Europe, we try to fit in 5 to 6 shows a week, and everything's so spread out here that I don't know. Maybe it would be different if we were actually, traveling in a bus or a van. But it's a different experience, but it's all good.
Now, you've got tours coming up right after this as well?
Yep, we're going to do a UK tour in April, and then we'll be in Europe later in the summer, and I think we're going to do another US run in the summer as well.
So 10 studio records in, still touring. Is there an end to it at the moment, or are you just happy to keep going?
We're actually working on our new album, so we're hard at work on new material. We've already recorded 1 new song for Record Store Day. I don't know if they have Record Store Day here in Australia.
Yeah, they have Record Store Day. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm not 100% sure if it's coming out in Australia. I haven't heard anything. It is?
Imagine so.
But yeah, we've got a new song, a split 7-inch with another band on our label called Lionize, and we're just going to continue moving forward, working on new stuff. Album number 11.
Do you see a lot of younger artists that you like? Is there anybody we should be looking out for that you may spot that we don't know about that you see on tour?
Well, the band Tim just mentioned, Lionize. Those guys are not new in a sense. They've been a band for about 10 years, but as far as touring and getting out to other parts of the world outside the U.S., this UK tour coming up is going to be their first one outside the States. But they're definitely a band that I would encourage people to check out because they're a phenomenal live band. It's just a little bit of a different sound than what's typical rock nowadays. It's a heavy rock, funk mix. It's got keyboards in it, fantastic players, and I would encourage anybody to check them out.
I really like a band called American Sharks. They were out with us and The Sword a few months ago, and absolutely great band, American Sharks from Texas.
Is it just something that hits your heartstrings when you see a band player? Do you look at a technical thing? Do you look at how much they put into it? Do you look at how hard they tour? Like what is a good band for you?
For me, I just like good songs, really. If the songs, speak to me, I'm into the band, And that's kind of a rare thing these days, Since I'm in my mid-40s, it's kind of hard to find brand new
Mate, you don't look a day over 35.
Oh, thanks. So, it's kind of hard for an old dude to find, young bands that he's into, but that's one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So you got Adelaide, you got Perth left. You got any goals set for Adelaide and Perth? Anything you want to do in Australia? While you're here? Apart from party, of course.
I think I'm probably just going to watch more bands, I think. I'd like to watch Stiff Little Fingers sometime before I leave.
Yeah. Well, what I was saying is, when you get to Perth, if you've not done it before, and I must put it out there because I'm an Aussie and I love AC/DC, if you get the chance, go down to Fremantle and tip a beer over Bon Scott's statue down there at the Fremantle Wharf.
That's his hometown, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Go down there and check it out. Nice bronze statue. Fashioned as close as they can to the real size off a photo they took of him. They've got of him and his brother, I believe. And all the clothes on the statue and the microphone in his hand, real, legit. So they bronzed it up when they put the...
Oh, really? It's actually his real clothes?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And from what, this is the myth, and if you get a bit closer to the amp that he stands on, they're all turned up to 11, so check that out.
Awesome.
All right, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us.
All right,
it's
thanks
been
a
an
lot.
absolute pleasure.
Thank you.
And we'll put the website up on the screen there if you want to find out any more about European dates, US dates, everything these guys are doing. Make sure you go and check them out. Good luck for the 11th record.
All right, thank you.
And thanks so much for joining us here at Soundwave.
Thank you.
It's Clutch here from Soundwave 2014 for Industry Insider.